Hi, and thanks for watching this short presentation. Firstly, I'd like to introduce you to the industry we're involved in. We're involved in the second largest industry in the world, which of course is the gaming industry. What to look at is the lottery side of the gaming industry, which is the soft side of the business, with turnovers in excess of $200 billion. It's interesting to note that 1/3 of entire gaming revenues is spent on the soft side of the industry, the nice side of the business, where people spend just a few dollars or a few euro a week playing lotto-style number games. Across the globe, there are 1 billion people already familiar with lottery-style games. Nearly every country operates a lottery of some description. What we're about to describe to you is a brand new game run by Happy Group. The brand is called GlobalWon Plus, and first and foremost, to operate a game of this nature, it needed to secure what's called a European credible license. At the moment, there are only 2 jurisdictions in Europe to attain what's called a remote gaming license. That's either Malta or Gibraltar. The company, of course, have favoured Malta in this case, and you'll find that other licensees would be the likes of William Hills, Paddy Powers, Betfair.com. All the major European operators have a remote gaming license out of Malta. Essentially, Malta is a small jurisdiction in Europe with about 400,000 people on the island, and they're well geared and set up for IT, etc. So the Lottery and Gaming Authority have issued the license to the company to operate this game right across the world. However, you'll note just down below here, Deloitte, of the infamous Deloitte Touche. They're one of the top 6 auditors and accountancy firms in the world with over 150,000 employees. For compliance purposes and to protect you and I, the consumer, Deloitte in fact run this game on behalf of the government and the company. They're put in there to verify the ticket numbers versus the results, and to ensure that all our players across the globe get paid with this game. So that's interesting to note, that everything above board and licensed. Let's have a look now at the company itself. Of course, they too are set up in Malta alongside the LGA, which is the Lotteries and Gaming Authority. The company is debt-free and cash-rich. They've gone ahead and registered as well with the Financial Services Authority. Again, this is another regulatory body, and there's certain guidelines that they need to conform to. Looking at the size of the industry and the potential of what we're about to share with you here, Deloitte have selected Happy Group as a client and have taken them on board. They see the potential here of quite a large account. What we're also looking at here has been in the pipeline. It's been developing and testing for this last 4 years, and we've kicked off the GlobalWon Plus game just a few months ago in September 2007. Okay, now let's have a look at the game itself. First, let me tell you that all games or all lotteries of any description, the prize pools, jackpots, are determined essentially by the amount of players or the amount of tickets played in any game. Obviously, the more people that play a game, the prizes can rise. Of course, if the jackpots aren't won, we of course can get rollovers, and just like any game, the prize can grow. Right now, this is brand new. We have somewhere between 200 and 1,000 players, so it's very, very fresh game, just in its infancy. So our top prizes are limited right now to high luxury items such as Porsches, Mercedes-Benzes, BMWs. As the prize pools grow, we're going to keep using these visual images so that people don't automatically assume they're going to get in dollars or €1 million from this game just right now. It is brand new, remember. So our top prize, of course, is a BMW just at the moment. However, wherever you are in the world and you win our top prize, we find that all our players are more interested probably in the cash equivalent. That means you can do what you like with the money, of course. So the jackpot at the minute, cash equivalent, is currently 36,000. Just a few weeks ago it was down at 25. Of course, it's heading towards 50,000, and it's going to grow as we bring more and more players to our game. Let's now talk about how we determine the results of our game. The company have decided to use a transparent and tamper-proof mechanism. We do not use a contraption that you would typically associate with TV game shows. We do not use a computer or what's called a random number generator to decide the winning results. The company have decided to use a tamper-proof mechanism, something that the company had no influence itself on. And of course, to get the results in our game, we use 6 major European stock markets. Okay, the first number up in our game, which is held on a Wednesday evening only, is determined by the close of the FTSE, which is the UK Stock Exchange. Let's say the stock market closed at 6239.00. To determine the first number in our game, it's the first whole digit in front of the decimal point. In this case, we can clearly see the first number in our game would be number 9 if this was the close of the stock market. Where now do we get our next 5 numbers? Well, these numbers are gained from 5 more European stock markets. Our second number is determined by the close of the DAX, which is of course the German stock market. Let's assume it closed at 5749.79. The second number in is a 9 again in this instance. This is only an example, of course. Again, the other 4 numbers come from the French, Spanish, Swiss, and Austrian stock markets. So the winning suite of numbers in our game would have been 99706, and our bonus ball would also have been 6 in this case. Now, using the stock market is fantastic because as consumers across the world, this is a mechanism that we can trust. It's something that's tamper-proof, it's transparent, it's also unpredictable. And it's not a contraption or a computer that gets these numbers. These live events happening in 6 different European jurisdictions. And the other thing is this game can be determined within 1 hour of itself. These stock markets all close within 1 hour, so we can get our result up on a Wednesday evening. We're not waiting on the Asian markets to close. We're not waiting on the NASDAQ or the American markets to close. This game can be over and done with within an hour. Now, typical national lotteries ask players to select between 1 and 49 digits. You're asked to pick 6 numbers between 1 and 49. In this game, you cannot have a 49, you can't have a 42, you can't have a number 11, you can't have a 26, because the digits you clearly see here can only ever close between 0 and 9. And that's why we've created a game with better odds than any other Lotto-style numbers game we are aware of. Because between 0 and 9 there are only 10 digits. And therefore when we multiply out our odds, you'll find this represents much, much better odds of winning our top prize than any other lottery we're aware of. Okay, moving on now, let's see what other unique features we built into the game. This game is played from home, it's played online. You don't need to go and redeem your prizes from any petrol station or supermarket or Lotto style terminal. You can play this game on autoplay from home. We've built in a very unique concept called multi-wins. If you give this to some customers and they win prizes, we share those prizes with you as well. Let's say you don't win this week, but some of your customers win, we give you a clip of the prize. In fact, you will earn 4% commission on any prize winning tickets right across the whole game. The other interesting fact is we allow our customers to edit their tickets unlimited times. Because you've got the numbers at home on your computer, you can change them 10 times, 20 times, 50 times a day, every day of the week. However, for numbers changed on a Wednesday, they will not take effect until the following week. What that means is Deloitte come to the office, they close the ticket game down at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday morning so that you can't change your tickets on a Wednesday. Now we have a system where you can select the numbers if you so desire at one side. At the other side we've got the stock market giving us the results. So in the middle we've just got a company administering the game and they've absolutely no influence. A nice transparent way of doing business. Okay, move on now and let's have a look at where else you can get prize money, because we just don't pay out for getting the jackpot. Of course, if you get 3 numbers right, you get prizes, you get 4, 5, and of course the jackpot itself. And there's some quite unique features built into our prize structure as well. In fact, you'd probably earn more for 3 and 4 and 5 numbers in our game than you will in typical national freeze, because we give a 50% contribution of our prize pool into the 3 and 4 ball jackpot numbers. And already, both in the UK and Ireland, our prize pools for getting 3 numbers right and 4 numbers right is outweighing the prize pools attained from the national lottery. So that's an interesting fact, and we can pick up on that on another time.